Paula Vogel's How I Learned to Drive is finally getting its first New York revival, starring Norbert Leo Butz and Elizabeth Reaser. We're headed to Second Stage Theater to chat with these stars and more about this Pulitzer Prize winning play.
It's a coming-of-age play and a love story, and it also happens to contain this relationship that's morally and legally and ethically wrong on so many levels.
The lead character, a little bit, goes on a journey of self-identity, self-exploration, and the catalyst for this is her uncle.
It's a damaged relationship, but it's not without a lot of love and a lot of warmth and true affection.
It's kind of a very dark love story between two people that love where they shouldn't, but you can't help who you love.
It's about the gifts we receive from people who harm us. That we receive gifts and that we shouldn't throw away the gifts that we get when we're caught and entrapped in these emotional gray areas of relationships. It's human. We might as well say every person knows a gray area in her or his life.
It's taking an issue that people think is very black and white and actually looking at it with a lot of complexity.
To watch these people walk this thin line is really suspenseful, and to see where it's going to end up and how it's going to happen. And again, Elizabeth and Norbert just do such a great job with that because we both end up rooting for both of them at different times.
What do you think it is about Paula's writing that really draws people into this subject that's really tricky to deal with?
Well, I think it's, for me, a subject that if it wasn't this play, I would be so pissed and horrified by the content. There's a man and there's a young girl, and he's violating her. It brings up the feelings of rage and anger and sadness in me, but it's way more complicated. It's much more of a love story than anything else, and in a way, over time, I started to really feel for Uncle Peck.
She's really not after sort of condemning him. She's not after, that's not the intent of the writing, it's not the intent of what I'm trying to do either. She's just presenting someone who is who's very, very human and very, very, very flawed, and a relationship that is as complicated as real relationships are.
You will relate to this play in ways that will surprise you, because it is a story of falling in love with yourself and with someone else. Now, you may fall in love with someone in your life that you should not be in love with, or that should not be in love with you. But these things do happen, and you learn from these things.
In a very strange way, it's celebratory. Because at the end of this play, there's a movement forward of survival.